My name is Sonali Palande and I work as a derivative product strategist with HDFC Securities. I welcome you all in this election special webinar. So before we start off with the webinar, I need a confirmation that my voice is audible to you all and we both of are visible to you on the screen. So अगर आपको स्क्रीन विजिबल ठीक से दिख रही है, मेरी आवाज आ रही है, प्लीज मुझे चैट बॉक्स में या फिर क्वेश्चन बॉक्स में बता दीजिए so that I will get to know that everything is going fine and we can start off with the webinar. Uh, okay, so I think everything is fine. I got some of the positive responses. So, hi everyone. We have the general election result due on 4th of June. And we are already seeing the euphoria in the market, right? Today itself, we got a new all-time high level in Nifty. तो इससे ज्यादा अच्छा दिन वेबिनार करने के लिए इस टॉपिक पे क्या हो सकता है, करेक्ट? So in this crucial time, we equip you to with certain important points which are an overview of potential market impact of the upcoming election result. The second point that we are going to discuss is advanced F&O trading strategies to capitalize on market movements. And the third point is risk management technique to protect your investments during this volatile period. ओके सो हम लोग इस पर्टिकुलर वेबिनार में 3 पॉइंट्स डिस्कस करेंगे. एक तो हम इलेक्शन के अहेड जो भी मार्केट सेटअप है उसका पोटेंशियल इम्पैक्ट क्या हो सकता है मार्केट पे, ये डिस्कस करेंगे. और F&O स्ट्रैटेजीज क्या हो सकते हैं, ट्रेडर्स इसका कैसे फायदा उठा सकते हैं, और रिस्क मैनेजमेंट आपके एग्जिस्टिंग पोर्टफोलियो को आप कैसे प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, ये हम लोग इस पर्टिकुलर वेबिनार में डिस्कस करेंगे. So, and to navigate us all through this, we have Mr. Nandish Shah with us. He's senior research analyst with total experience of more than 2 decades. So he will give us, his valuable insights on all the mentioned points. I extend a warm welcome to you, Nandish ji.
Good evening, Sonali. Hello, friends. Welcome to this webinar. Today, as Sonali discussed, we are going to discuss the derivative strategies that you can implement for the election outcome that is due on 4th June.
Yeah, so without any further delay or without any more discussions, I would like to come upon the main topic. How is market set up just before this particular biggest event of the year, election results? So Nandish ji, आपको क्या लगता है कि market कैसा setup है?
Sonali, as you discussed earlier, market Nifty closed at all-time high today. So technically, setup is very strong. Since last couple of months, Nifty was trading in the narrow range of 1,000 points. On the lower side, it was taking support at 21,750, 21,800 odd levels. On the higher side, it took resistance couple of times around 22,700, 800 odd levels. And today, it has broken out with higher volumes. Even if you were to see the oscillators like RSI and MFI, they are sloping upwards, but they have not reached to the overbought level. That indicates that there is still room is left for the in the upside. Moreover, Nifty is forming a bullish higher top higher bottom formation on the weekly chart. So all the technical indicators that we look at, they are pointing towards this bullishness to continue. However, election result is due, which is a binary event, so anything could happen. But as of now, technical setup is strong. Apart from that, I want to discuss one more one more derivative indicator. FI is long to short ratio, which we track closely every day. As of yesterday, it was 0.45. So if I were to tell you in other terms, out of FI's total position in the index future, 70% of their positions are on short side, while 30% on the long side. So I think we have seen in the recent past that during the correction, this FI short positions give us cushion, and as market has started rising, we might see a sharp short covering by them in the coming days. So all the technical and derivative indicators as of now indicating that setup is strong. If I were to tell a trailing stop loss, it's around 20,500. But ahead of the election, setup is strong. Yeah, still 6 trading sessions are left before the exit poll outcome. So depending on the movement of the next 6 days, we can give a view. But as of now, technical setup is very strong.
ऑल राइट, सो ये सुन के तो मुझे और ऑडियंस को भी खुशी हुई होगी कि मार्केट स्ट्रांग है, बट वी कैन नॉट 100% भी श्योर के रिजल्ट के टाइम क्या होगा या फिर अगले कुछ एक हफ्ते में 2 हफ्ते में क्या होगा। तो इसीलिए मुझे आपको ये पूछना है कि आपका एडवाइस इन्वेस्टर्स को क्या हो सकता है, या फिर व्हाट्स योर एडवाइस फॉर द इन्वेस्टर्स विद लार्ज पोर्टफोलियो and who would like to remain fully invested ahead of the election results. So जिनको हम जो अपना पोर्टफोलियो है उसको नहीं विड्रॉ करना है या फिर इन्वेस्टेड ही रहना है, तो उनके लिए आपको आपके पास कोई स्ट्रैटेजी है या फिर उनको आप क्या बताओगे?
यस सोनाली, सो एज वी डिस्कस्ड, इलेक्शन का जो रिजल्ट आने वाला है वो 4 जून को आने वाला है, बट जो एग्जिट पोल आएगा वो आएगा 1 जून, एंड मार्केट विल रिएक्ट ऑन 3 जून वंस द मार्केट स्टार्ट ट्रेडिंग. So first we will see a volatility on this 3rd June, and once the result comes out on 4th June, again we might see a higher volatility. So basically we are not sephologists, and we do not claim that we know what will be the outcome of the outcome of the election result. But one thing is sure, that volatility is likely to increase. If you see the past 4 election, 2004, 9, 14, 19, during all these 4 elections, Nifty experienced a considerable volatility. Nifty witnessed a volatility of 30% in 2004, 30% in 2009, 14% in 2014, and 8% in 2019. So if I were to tell you, if you see the table, Nifty witnessed a volatility of 30% in 2004, 30% in 2009, 12% in 14, and 8% in 2019. So one thing is sure, that volatility is likely to increase ahead of the election and after the election. So for investors who are holding a large portfolio and who do not want to reduce their positions ahead of the election, our view is that it's advisable to hedge their positions fully or partly ahead of this binary event, like general election. So this can be done by buying a index put options. However, one should understand that the hedging is like an insurance that comes with a cost. Moreover, the quantity of put options that need to be bought depends on the size and composition of the portfolio. So for investors who are holding a large portfolio, our advice is to buy Nifty puts to hedge their positions. Suppose an investor is holding a large cap stocks that are likely to move in sync with index. Why they are likely to move in sync with index? Because their beta is around 1. Beta around 1 means that their stock is likely to move in tandem with the Nifty. So here our advice is to buy puts to hedge your positions. Suppose, just to give an example, suppose if investor is holding a portfolio of 1 crore and Nifty is at 22,500, or you may say 23,000, then you need to buy 18 lots of Nifty put options to hedge your portfolio completely. However, as I said, hedging comes at cost. So here the cost of hedging comes to around 1.5 to 2%. But in a scenario if market corrects sharply, here your portfolio will be hedged through buying a put option. So for investors who are holding a large portfolio and who are worried about the election outcome, the best strategy is to hedge through buying a put option.
Okay. ऑल राइट, सो नंदी जी, हमने ये इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए देख लिया, बट ट्रेडर्स के लिए उस पर्टिकुलर डे के जब रिजल्ट आउट होगा या फिर रिजल्ट के आसपास 1-2 दिन की या फिर रिजल्ट के बाद 1 दिन की वॉलेटिलिटी जो होगी या फिर इंडेक्स में जितनी वॉलेटिलिटी आएगी, जो ट्रेडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज निकल के आएंगे, वो काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो डू यू हैव एनी डेटा ऑफ पास्ट फ्यू years where the election results came out, and if you can share what happened with indices on that particular day or on the next day, do you have such kind of data?
Yes, so there is one table in our report, this election strategies. So as you can see from this report, the average gain on the budget day is 4.6% of the last 4 election. However, the main gain has come in 2009 when 2009 when Nifty gained 18%. However, out of 4 instances, 3 times Nifty gained on the day of election, while during the 2019 Nifty witnessed a profit booking at higher levels and it ended with the loss of 0.7%. However, I would like to add that after the day of election, so one day after election result, the average fall is 1.4%. So normally what happens after the result, after the declaration of election result, Nifty moves up, and during the second day, we are witnessing a profit booking higher levels. That kind of trend we have witnessed during the last 4 election years, four election days.
All right. So this is very exciting and interesting to see, previous some of the years trends of the market. So now I would like to ask you that, what should be the approach of the traders for this election result period? And, what kind of strategies do you suggest for them so that, they can take advantage of this time?
So, Sonali, we do not claim to have any unique insight into what will be the election result, outcome of the election result. So here we prescribe three different strategies that can be implemented for the traders according to three possible scenarios. So the traders who understand derivatives and want to take risk, uh, we are suggesting three possible scenarios and the strategies for all these three scenarios. So first scenario we have mentioned is the, suppose BJP-led NDA gets more than 400 seats. So we believe that the probability of that happening is moderate, not that high, but moderate. In this scenario, we believe that market will rise very sharply, because markets are not expecting a more than 400 seats by NDA. So if that happens, Nifty is likely to rise sharply uh, after the result. Moreover, many mid-cap markets which are underperforming right now, that can also do well. So in this scenario, we suggest traders to buy a call, naked call. Why we are suggesting to buy a call? There are also a reason. So if you were to see the India VIX, which is now around 21%. Now someone will say that it has moved up sharply from 11 to 21, so premiums are high. So why should we buy only a call? So but now let me give you a comparison. If you were to compare this India VIX with the other election year month, so in 2019 that volatility was India VIX was 26%. 2014 it was 31%, and 2009 it was 50%. So even though India VIX has risen from 11 to 21 odd levels, it is still not that high if you were to compare the election of the last 3 years. So we believe that the best strategy to implement, if you are expecting BJP to get 400 seats, is to buy plain vanilla call. So here for scenario one, we are suggesting a strategy to buy 20,000 call naked and wait for your expected outcome to come. For the other strategy we are implement other scenario we are giving is that if BJP-led NDA gets around 320 to 380 seats, we believe that the probability of happening that is higher. However, we believe that although it is expected by market will react positively as uncertainty will end. However, we believe that upside is kept. Mid caps will do well as events uncertainty is over. So in this scenario, we are suggesting traders uh, we are suggesting traders for a long butterfly call strategy. Here, this report was prepared on last Saturday, so we suggested a strategy of buying 120,500 call, selling 223,000 call, and buying one more lot of 20,500 call. However, as the Nifty has moved up to 23,000 level, if somebody wants to implement this strategy at this point of time, what we can do, we suggest buy one lot of 23,000 call, sell two lots of 23,500 call, and buy one lot of 24,000 call. Here the risk reward is favorable. So if you were to implement this strategy today, your maximum loss would be 2,000 rupees and your maximum profit would be 10,000 rupees if the Nifty closes at 23,500 on 6 June expiry. So for traders who are expecting NDA to get around 320 to 386, one should implement this strategy. This is called as long butterfly strategy. And third strategy that we are suggesting, in a scenario if you expect NDA to not to form government, so basically NDA fails to form government, we believe that the probability of that happening is quite lower. But if that happens, our advice is to buy put. If you believe that this is going to happen, you can buy 23,000 or 22,500 put. I already discussed why you should buy plain vanilla call or put because heavies are lower as compared to last two elections. So these are the three scenarios we have written and also mentioned the probability. So depending on your expected outcome, you can implement one of these strategies.
Okay, so I think हर पॉसिबिलिटी के लिए अब हमारे पास एक अप्रोच होगा कि एक पॉजिटिव अगर आप मार्केट में एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं पॉजिटिव मोमेंटम तो आपके पास एक ट्रेडिंग स्ट्रैटेजी है एक नेगेटिव मोमेंटम अगर आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हो तो उसके लिए भी है और अगर रेंज बाउंड मतलब जो मार्केट को एक्सपेक्टेड है वही हुआ तो बहुत ज्यादा अपर साइड शायद हमें ना देखने को मिले तो उसके लिए भी एक ट्रेडिंग स्ट्रैटेजी हमारे साथ शेयर की गई है राइट सो as we have discussed, election can be a period of significant volatility and uncertainty, but with the right strategies and tools, traders can effectively manage risk and potentially capitalize on market movements. So thank you so much, Nandishji, for sharing your expertise and actionable insights. So audience, now if you have any questions regarding the particular topic or if you want to know anything about the indices, about the market, you can post into the question box and we will be happy to answer that. So just write down your questions into the question box and we will be answering them. ओमकार ये क्वेश्चन बॉक्स का मुझे एक्सेस चाहिए था. So Nandishji, first question is there. When would be the profit booking takes place after election result?
So it depends on the election result outcome. However, as I already mentioned, I also there was a slide which suggests that after the election day, normally we witness profit booking because the people who expect this government to form a government, and if that happens, we might see a profit booking. So profit booking could come, but as of now, the trend is quite strong. So if I were to see technically, Nifty is still in the uptrend, and unless it closes below 22,500, that trend would remain positive. So before the election result, it's difficult to say when you might see a profit booking. But yes, after the election result, if the outcome is not as expected by the market participant, then you might see some profit booking in the Nifty or in the market.
Surely. So the next question is, how do we attribute probabilities to take the trading position suggested in what ratio?
So, sir, it depends on what you expect from the election. We are not advising to implement all three strategies. You take your call, what you expect from the election result outcome, and uh, depending on your view, you can take one of the strategies. But yes, if you want to take less risk and want to trade the the strategy which we give which is a long butterfly strategy that you can implement where your risk reward is quite favorable, and the probability is also higher of happening that we believe that NDA government is likely to get 320 to 380 seats. So if you were to do a one strategy, then you can do a long butterfly strategy.
Okay. There is one more question. Selling or profit booking on election result day is advisable or not?
So it depends on the outcome of the election results. It's difficult to say at this level what's going to happen after the election. So that call we can take after the election, depending on the election result.
Yes. So there is one more question about the index. What can be the maximum range on the result day or on the next day? So I think the range on the lower side and on the upper side. What can be the possibility? That is what the question means.
So it all depends on the outcome of the result. Suppose if NDA gets more than 400 seats, you might see a sharp short covering, and it could, I mean, Nifty can move up to 4-5% also from this level. And it also depends on the ahead of election. Suppose on 1st June where we have closed, Suppose Nifty has closed at 23,000 at level on 1st June, then it can go up to 24,000 also if NDA to get 4,400 seats. So it all depends on where we closed before the election outcome, and also on it also depends on the election outcome. So it all depends on the outcome of the election.
Yes. There is one more question. As the VIX is high, can I sell, straddle, or strangle before 1st June and square off on resulting?
No, so I just give explanation. Although VIX has moved up, it is lower than 2019, 2014, and 2009. So in 2009 it was 50. India VIX was at 50%. 2014 it was 32%, and it was 26% at in 2019. So as of now, actually, what is India VIX? India VIX is the expected volatility that market is assuming for next 30 days. So as of now, we believe that India VIX, so option prices are not that high. So we are not suggesting to sell straddle or strangle. Yes, you can make money by selling straddle or strangle, provided view proves right. But option prices are not that big that that our advice that, and so we are not advising to sell straddle or strangle.
All right. So that can be the safe approach. Next question is about Bank Nifty. The person is asking that do you have any strategies for Bank Nifty?
So Bank Nifty, after a long time, today it broke out on the daily chart. And although Nifty made a new all-time high, Bank Nifty is still 1,000 point away from the all-time high. Technical setup of the Bank Nifty turned very strong today. So if you want to implement a strategy, our advice is to go for a bull spread. You can buy 48,900 call, or maybe 49. You can buy 49,000 call and sell 49,500 call for the 5th June expiry. That this is the strategy we have given today also. So in Bank Nifty, you can implement a bull spread strategy of buying a 49,000 call and selling 49,500 call.
All right. So there are a lot of questions which are based on stock. So I would like to mention that we cannot answer the question based on stock in this particular webinar. We will come up with another special webinar where it will be focused upon stocks and we will be answering them. But right now we are going to answer upon the indices and broadly upon the market. So if you have any questions regarding the market or indices, you can ask that, but don't be just focused on the stocks right now. Also, I would like to mention there are people who are asking about the recording. So this particular webinar is being recorded and it will be uploaded on the YouTube channel of HDFC Securities. So once this gets over, you can go and search it on the YouTube channel of HDFC Securities. There is a particular watch list created, playlist created for these webinars. So it is called as understanding derivatives. So you can go and search for this particular webinar. You will get the recording and all the other recordings of the webinars as well. So because I was getting a lot of questions about the recording of this webinar, I mentioned this. सो नंदीश जी दो तीन क्वेश्चन आए हैं कि जो हमारी सेकंड सिनेरियो वाली स्ट्रैटेजी थी लॉन्ग बटरफ्लाई वाली, वो एक बार वापस से अगर आप एक्सप्लेन करें तो इट विल बी बेटर.
Yes. So this is the second one. 1 minute. So what we are suggesting here the strategy is called the long butterfly spread with call option. A long butterfly spread is a 3-part strategy that is created by buying a 1 call option at lower strike price, selling 2 calls with higher strike price, and buying 1 more call with even higher strike price. So just to give an example, suppose let's say Nifty is at 23,000 right now. How it is constructed? If you are buying a 1 call at 23,000, you are selling 2 calls at 23,500 and buy 1 more call at 24,000 calls, 24,000 level. So what you are doing here, you are buying 1 call of 23,000, you are buying 1 more call of 24,000, and you are selling 2 calls of 23,500. The benefit of this strategy is that the risk reward ratio is quite favorable. Here, if you implement this strategy today, your maximum loss would be around 2,000 and maximum profit would be around 10,000. However, you will get 10,000 if Nifty closes around 20,500 on 6 June expiry. And your break-even levels are roughly 1,000 point range. So if the Nifty stands between 20,100 to 20,900, you will get some profit, but your highest profit will be at 20,500. So this is a 3 lakh strategy where risk reward is quite favorable, and you will get maximum profit if Nifty closes around 20,500.
Yeah, Nandishji, there is one more question which is directly related to this particular strategy. There is a question that can we deploy long butterfly spread strategy right away, or should we
Yes,
wait
yes.
for the
Yes, you can do that. The strategy we gave on last Saturday, we suggested buy 20,500 call, sell 20,000 call 2 lot, and buy one more call at 20,500. But if you were to implement today, you can also do that. You can buy one lot of 23,000. You can sell 2 lots of 20,500 and buy one more call at of 24,000 strike price, and the maximum risk in the strategy is 2,000. So yes, you can implement this strategy today, but with the revised level that they are 20,000, 20,500 and 24,000.
All right. So I think जो भी confusion strategy को लेके था वो अभी clear हो गया होगा. We got a lot of questions and we gave the answers as well. So there is one more question, Nandish ji. If BJP wins 320 to 380 seats, what is expected Nifty levels by December 2024? So end of the year का outlook पूछा हुआ है.
So it's very difficult to predict as we are still in the mid May. But the one thing is sure that short-term trend remains positive. So if outcome is expected, if BJP, if NDA wins between 320 to 380 seats, the uncertainty will over as BJP there will be 5 years of stable government. So in that scenario, correction could come, but overall trend, as the overall trend of the Nifty is positive, we can expect higher levels, much higher levels from current level. That's what we can say.
Okay. There is one more question which is regarding our research recommendations. So there is a question that where is this investment strategy announced by HDFC Securities?
So the report was released on Monday, and the levels we mentioned was Saturday. So we released this strategy on Monday morning.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have any more questions? Because I'm not seeing any more questions. If you have, please post them right now. There is a question that what is the exact cost as per today's price of long butterfly spread?
So it is around 2,000 rupees for one lot. I have calculated after the market close, and the cost of implementing this long butterfly strategy is rupees 2,000 as of now.
There is also one more question. Will the exit polls on June 1st move forward, or if it will wait for the result day?
No, sir. So definitely exit poll will have impact on market. So exit poll is going to announced on first once the last phase of election is over, and once our market will open to trade on third, definitely a large volatility could come depending on the outcome of the exit poll. So yes, we might see a higher volatility after the exit poll outcome.
Yes. There is one more question. Is there any option writing strategy?
So the election is a binary event. So ahead of this event, we are not recommending any option selling strategies because depending on the outcome, anything could happen. Nifty might surge sharply, Nifty may fall sharply. So in such a scenario, we are not recommending any option selling strategy.
Yeah. So I think we have answered most of the questions, and it was a very informative session. And Nandishi, we really thank you that you shared all these valuable insights from your side. And I'm sure all the audience has got a lot of insights regarding the trading strategies and all the market outlook for the event. So to the audience, we are going to come up with another webinar which is going to be more focused upon stocks. As we talked about indices today, we are going to talk about stocks and sectors in the another webinar. So keep looking for the notifications that we send for the webinars, emails, notifications, everything that communication we send towards your side. So keep looking, and also register for that webinar as well. For today, this is all from our side. Thank you, Nandish ji, and thank you so much all the audience for joining this webinar, and you will get the recording on the YouTube channel shortly. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, friends, for joining.